Right. Hello, chat. Stream should have started now, I believe. Hopefully. But yeah. I'm going to start today by doing a little bit of gambling, because I've heard that the new Faust is pretty good. So let's see about that. Just, you know, small spot of gambling to start the stream off. Buckle! One more. One more and that's it for the stream. And then it's back to the gambit that doesn't cost me tickets. Yeah, right, cool. Nothing. Great. 10 out of 10. Happy to play the game. Definitely bodes well for the rest of the stream. Right. Oh! It's a dungeon. Okay then. I wasn't expecting that. Only part 2 being a dungeon. Wow. Oh, the garden's sorrow bearer, lamenter at the flower funeral. Flower rake in hand, teardrops in eyes. You carve blood-stained tears upon branches. I heard yesterday from the garden a song of grief, an elegy for a flower and a bird departing. Veiled naught to hold the parting spring. Surrendered I become, name drop, heeding the endless woe sands relief. Oh. Do you understand now, child? There's nothing you can do. So this will be the attack on H-Corp, right? Oh no, that's the Jade. Thus, in the silent windless sands, stood only the desolate ruins of a being, swept through and thoroughly destroyed by brutal unstoppable forces, determined to leave nothing in its wake. Bina. Remember the day ruin came to the Kong family, who have brought destruction upon themselves through their grave transgressions. To violate the laws of Hongyuan is no tragedy, as such it warrants no pity, only humiliation and scorn. It just keeps getting smaller. This side of history stands as a monument to the inevitability of karma. So is this the annihilated Kong family's building? Okay, let me just quickly pin the Discord link. There we are. Ishmael asked Hong Lu, having read the plaque on the building. Yes, it is, and it's no longer in use. So everyone inside this building must have been... What kind of transgressions could they possibly have committed to deserve to be destroyed like this? If there was something lay waste of a building of such magnitude, with such totality, it cannot have been a mere strife between syndicates or fixers. Something must have happened here, nothing less of war to leave these ruins behind. You're right, it was unusual even for the city. And that's because the head was here. Hongli replies like it was the most obvious answer to a complicated question. The head, so the Kong family broke a taboo, and as the sweepers claimed to clean up anything that was left behind, to erase any sign of whatever it was that violated the taboo. The head must really be a terrifying entity if the mere mention of it could cause the sins to shrink so much. As for rambling aimlessly with this revelation... Welcome to round 2 of the evaluation, brave contestants. A disembodied but sonorous and excited voice broke the silence through the speakers. As there were numerous complaints regarding possible partiality issues with our previous host, please understand that I will be taking over as the host with the start of the second round. Looks like Jia Zheng got kicked off from the host seat. Wait, hold up a minute, up there, are they? Don't tell me about a live audience. What initially appeared to be a dilapidated rooftop was revealed to be where the spectator seats were installed. They were filled to the brim to the point where I couldn't spot a single empty seat. It would be reasonable to assume they are indeed spectators, considering the way the seats are arranged. There were some unfortunate troubles in the first round, yes, but hey, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to watch the Family Hierarchy evaluation live and in person. Is it worth it or not? No. No, it's not worth it. We want to give as many people as possible the opportunity to witness history in the making. Are you guys hearing the audio from this, by the way? Yeah, you are. I assume. I don't know how you're getting the audio from the game, because it's set to give the audio from Library of Ruina. Right. I'm gonna stop questioning it, to be honest. Right. Alrighty then, before we get the game rolling, please give the contestants a round of applause and cheer. Let them meet this challenge of their best selves. Yeah! Holy mackerel, what a shit show. They're sitting on their asses popping popcorn in their mouths while stuck shitting bricks down here. I'm sure they've been placing bets all night, though I doubt many of them bet on us. They'll regret that. By the way, we're still indoors, right? Didn't we descend deep into a basement even if we did ride a lift upward? How come there's a blue sky above us? I'm going to explain that we're still within the subterranean area of Hongyuan, but Most listeners were having a hard time believing that with the pale blue sky above them. You can see the tiling. Even though there's a practice limit to the affluent class of Hongyuan, many have taken to installing artificial environments within their rooms. In fact, there are several buildings within Dangguanyuan decorated in much the same manner. Yes, the road taken to visit the elders is similarly decorated, always so sunny and green. And it feels more like the outside than the actual outside. So what's that? I realized that what Rodeo was looking at was a parasol. It was installed in such a random place that I doubted it was actually there for anyone to sit under. Oh, that's a parasol. I know what a parasol is, alright? I'm asking what that old thing is doing there all on its own. Honglu tilted his head thinking. A real big shot who brought the claws. No way, Deltarune reference. Brought the claws watched the whole thing from that seat. The four houses left the parasol there because they wanted it to be a lasting reminder, a warning for those for the remaining houses too. Reminder for what? That we must seek what's not permitted to us. That we should know our place, live the life we deserve, and part from the world the way we deserve, said the elders. Shall we enter now? While we all gaped about like fish out of water in this unfamiliar environment, Honglu casually walked into the building ahead of us like he was out on a Monday stroll. I know you said you heard it all from the family elders, but you saw everything that happened here, didn't you? All of it. Honglu paused and turned around. Yes, I probably did. So I have less and less idea to what his smile really means. Right. Interesting. Oh. Interesting. Okay, yeah. Good to see that the coins that we need to know, the characters we need to know, by the way, are marked out, because that was Yi-san. Right. Okay. So this is a long dungeon then, that's gonna be fun. Which means the results of the second round of Family Hierarchy Evaluation will become the final results of the event. In other words, the contestant who comes first place in this round will come next. Honorable and Venerable Hierarch! Welcome to the 50th Annual Hunger Games! As I speak, I've informed the candidates all arrived safely at their starting positions. Now you're ready to get to round 2, Roland? Aye! Unkyoto was the only one who gave an enthusiastic reply. Now what must be done? Like the first boss we see, what else is supposed to be a simple battle after battle, innit? Oh my. Looks like we have some hot-headed contestants here, raring to go even before my introductions are complete. Wait, don't you think it would be helpful for you to hear the full set of rules and regulations before getting into the game? You heard her. Dear candidates, please inspect the area near your entrance points to locate a bundle of coins with a rope threaded through them. Oh, this must be what the voice speaketh of. Pray, what must be the purpose of these round curiosities? Money? Hey, there's that familiar jingle jangle. What a New Vegas runner's rodeo be like? Maybe it's some sort of local currency? Guys, the host just told us to let her finish, didn't she? Now those coins have become the most important things in the world. Want to know why, friends? That's because from this very moment, those coins represent how much life each of the candidates have left. Life tokens, if you will. Thou must make haste and take these tokens of life, young Honglu. Thy life dependeth on thee. Blood drained from Don Quixote's face as she hastily tried to return the bundle of coins to Honglu, but Heathcliff casually snatched it out of her hands. Let me start again, lass. These look like coins but aren't actual cash. How are these life tokens again? By now you must be wondering something like, so how are these life tokens again? And you would be absolutely right to ask that question. Allow me to now explain the rules of the second round of Family Hierarchy Evaluations. Each candidate must keep their coins secured by rope threaded through them and attach the bundle to their waist. Hiding them, soiling them, hanging them on some of them on your waist and keeping the rest in your pockets. Basically, any behavior that does not allow them to be on full display at all times is cause for disqualification. Disqualification. Oi, take this rope now, quit faffing about and tie it around your waist. Weren't you the one who snatched it away? Each of you have been given 3 coins at the start of the game. If you lose all your coins, you will be immediately eliminated. Young Ishmael, thou must tie the desperate knot upon the bundle of coins. Never let this knot be undone. Yep, working on it already. I don't think there's any need to hurry. In the second round, you have a total of 2 hours to collect as many coins as you can. Might want to get on with it, because the candidate's ranking will be decided on the number of coins they each have. So that's how I'm supposed to hang it. Oh, be careful with that. Relax, short of a sword cutting through it, staying put. I've seen to that. 3 coins now hung from Honglu's waist, threaded by a rope. And with that, the second round of the Hierarchy Evaluations commence! The second round begins, and the 2-hour time limit begins to count down. Alright, let me read that other one again, because... Okay, Honglu... Oh, that's interesting. As without any remaining taken lost, taken by force, immediately eliminated. Where was the other one? This one, I need to read this one again. Yeah. Right. Temporary alliance. The dungeon took you 11. I don't have a lot. I have 2 hours. Do you reckon we can speedrun this? Only keep our coins safe as possible for any candidate we might come across, but it also means our only means of gaining more coins by taking from the other candidates. Good point, unless we're formed with the new rule mid-game, we must also prioritize taking as many coins as we can from the other candidates. Yeah, the host said that our ranks are tied by how many coins we each have. The subject of the first round of the hierarchy evaluation has been an open secret for a long time. Find a clue towards freedom from aging and death. Have the only information that has been made public regarding the second round of evaluation that will be a martial contest. It either may be secret rules or rules that the host intentionally neglected to reveal to us. There is a high likelihood that, in terms of informational advantage, all participations in the game are equally under-equipped. This leads to the prediction that, should we engage in our usual forms of confused rules, we should at least place somewhere in the middle of the pack. Oh, don't be such a downer, Foul. We gotta make it to the top 2 at least to get what we came here for. Well, at least we're not under attack yet. Foreshadowing is a literary Sinclair gingerly scouts the surrounding area, anxious that another candidate might suddenly jump out of nowhere and snatch all the Honglu's coins away. No enemy movements detected. Yet. Eris muffled something similar as she marched onwards on high alert and standing protectively next to Honglu's bundle of coins. I am excited about Honglu being able to deal more damage, because base Honglu is one of the best IDs, just hands down. Not sure if it's a good thing, but at least the huge side of the building means that we won't be running into other candidates left and right. Peeping machines, they're everywhere. I'm seeing some people making threatening gestures at cameras up here, but please be informed of this rule. You break a camera, you pay it with a coin of your own. I'm pretty sure she just made up that rule. Now we should be able to keep moving by following this hallway. Despite everything, Honglu still remains calm. Honglu, you've been here before, haven't you? I have, but I don't suppose any other candidates have. Oh, except Big Brother Chu, maybe. Besides, anyone's ever put in his already. Honglu stopped. At least we won't have to worry about getting lost, so that's nice. He was absolutely just about to spill something before he decided to bite his tongue, right? So guys, I have this weird sinking feeling I just can't seem to shake. Dangguanyuan, that place was huge, right? Like, stupidly huge, right? Like, think about it, we chatted a while in that palanquin before we got anywhere near Honglu's room. Yeah, apparently they have deer frolicking in the garden, a whole lake to themselves. Right, so why are they holding the family hierarchy evaluation at some creepy abandoned building like this when they got more than enough space spare there? Simple. Art deserves an exhibition of equal extravagance. Okay, but why? Why drag us all the way out here? It's almost like they're trying to show us something. Show us what? The pride and glory of Dangguanyuan, and the cautionary tale of the House of the Kong family. So that prospective hierarchy and the other candidates would be reminded of their downfall. I hope they don't use smoke. I know what that weapon is. We weren't asking you, intruder. Here to ambush us? Sinol immediately took defensive stance at the sudden appearance of a different candidate. Oh, don't get me wrong, I'm not here to fight you guys. See you guys earlier, back during the first round. I also saw that interesting healing method of yours. I'm guessing that's what got you used to get past the first round of the hierarchy war. You know this guy, Honglu? Nope. But I think he's from the Wang family, though I haven't exchanged much words with him before. Wang Zhao, not surprised you don't know who I am. It's not like I gave you much chance to get to know me. I was always the type of person sitting in my room passing the time reading books. If he's not here to fight, is he here to make an alliance? Listen here, fella, we're not here to make any friends, alright? We've had a bad experience with it as is. Yeah, totally, I get you guys. I'm not here to make an alliance either. So maybe we could just travel together given our goals don't seem to clash. I'm not actually here looking to become the next hierarch. My goal is, how should I put this? More like wanting to become a Bao in the game of Shangji. I have enough self-awareness to know even a Jew is too much for me. Oh, that's, the version of chess where taking pieces gives them to you, I believe? I'm giving a demonstration. Catch. So deftly snatch the coin out of the air with one hand. Dang, nice catch, Myrna. This is a real coin, one of those life tokens or whatever? Feel free to bite into it if you don't believe me. Like, bite into it! That method of material discernment is ineffective for coins not made of soft metals such as gold. Why would you just... Are you sure this is a good strategy? Well, I'm sure our dear host has something to say about that. Host's voice buzzed from the speakers not long after Wang Zhao's reply. Ah, a candidate has willingly handed over his coin to another. Yes, of course, the candidates have been to trade coins and favors amongst each other without necessarily having to take them by force. You may use it to convince others to do your bidding, or use them to formulate various other strategies. The decision to use coins as a representation of tokens is symbolically appropriate. The host doesn't immediately catch on to what's going on, huh? Took her a moment to react to what Ryoshi was doing in front of the camera too. A highly discerning observation, executive manager. It appears she times in to add commentary based on the actions of each candidate, just to keep the audience informed of the actions of the candidates. I knew it. We don't have to take the points by force after all. Wang Zhao muttered with some satisfaction once the speakers fell silent again. So, would you like to have this back now? Don't worry about it. Consider my token of appreciation for helping you figure out the game. Sure, thanks for the coin, I guess, but are you sure it's a good strategy just give your coin away like that? Probably not, if my goal is to come in first place. But like I said earlier, I'm more of a prey animal than a predator. Prey animals like myself are remain highly aware of our surroundings and observe, and once you get good enough at that, you'll see which of the prospective candidates should hold the most coins. And that's my strategy. Oh, and that's us, huh? Are you saying the weather team has also had the highest number of coins? Man, I'm starting to feel pretty optimistic. Gee, it's real refreshing to finally have someone recognize us like this, you know? He's trying to butter us up. This man is just another boring old wheedling schemer. Still, we're already at 4 coins up right from the get-go. I'd say it's a good start, huh? We might actually end up coming in first place at this rate. So what do you say? Informational advantage can be a pretty significant variable in the early game. I follow you, seek my chance to feel out the game while you gain information. It's a win-win, right? We'll both get what we want and we'll go our separate ways when the time is right. What do we do? I don't think he looks agile enough to stab us in the back and steal our coins. Calling it now, he's the final boss of the part. Calling it now. Sinclair asks, giving Wang Zhao a side-eye. I think he makes a decent case. It's not like he's offering us an alliance out of the blue. Like you said, I think it's a win-win strategy for both parties. Decision is yours, Executive Manager. It doesn't seem like he has any ulterior motives. Perhaps we could use our superior numbers to demand more coins from him in return for letting him accompany us. A net profit of 1 additional coin has already been secured. If an alliance with this individual causes you concern, it would be a rational choice simply cut ties while we're ahead. So that sounded pretty reasonable, so I decided to signal Hong Lu, the actual candidate at the family hierarchy war, but any thoughts on this, Hong Lu? I think they all sound pretty nice. His reply is terse, cheery, and thoughtless. It seems to me he's unwilling to make a single choice. Let's accept his offer. Oh, just please keep an eye out for any signs of betrayal. You can place the utmost faith in me to carry out that task, Executive Manager. Let's do this, Wang Zhao. Okay, Zhao Baoyu, let's. So, you're still the favorite child of Dan Guanyuan? Zhao Baoyu extends his greetings to you. Ah, welcome, little Baoyu. It's been a while, Baoyu. Answer them, Baoyu. You're a good boy, huh? Okay. Still as pretty and lustrous as always. Truly is the unchanging, precious jade of Da Guanyuan. You must be so happy to have him, Venerable Jiamu. Ah, so that's that Zhao kid? Zhao Baoyu kid? Really? I thought he'd look more special. I guess he's actually pretty unimpressive in person. Oh yeah, Mum told me about him. Shh, child, you can't just talk to him. I think he just looked at me. So why do they all love him so much? I don't know, maybe they painted his insides with gold or something. Must be nice to be loved and coddled by everyone the moment you're born. But why does he look so gloomy? That child will never suffer once to his dying days. Yeah, and I envy him for it, but I don't know. I don't know why he's such a smileless child. In these memories, Clockhead's eyes only. Why can we see it too? You saw that too? It appears the gradual reconstruction of the Golden Bow is expanding Dente's ability to appear into fathoms. Is it? I'm not sure myself. That's enough for now, Dente. These powers will become controllable in the future, used as one sees fit. I didn't think it's how I'd be sharing my childhood with everyone. If Wang Zhao also made it into Dungeons Fathoms alongside the rest of us, he must have seen Hong Lu's past as well. What are you guys staying around for? Don't pretend your strategy is to sit here and wait for the whole thing to blow over, is it? But it seemed the vision was for our eyes only. Unlike the Hong Lu we know, the younger version of him did not even have a trace of that familiar smile. His eyes were fixed on the ground in silence, and that was all he did. If only he saw the memories, that'd be hilarious. Great. Okay, we got an additional coin. Clear out the path to healing first, then go north. Unless we get locked. Well, I've made my choice now. Right, we need Hong Lu, I believe. And then we go Right. So we go here, we go back up, we get out the other one, we clear the event, then we go back down and heal and save. The minute we get sanity, this gets so much easier, so it is mostly just a contest of how quickly can we get sanity. 5 out, Jesus. I somehow get the feeling we're not going to be getting it all done this stream, to be honest. Because I have 2 hours. I have 2 hours in hand. Maybe, at most, 2.5, 3-ish. From what I'm hearing from everyone, that's not enough time. On the plus side, it means I can turn my my XP into tokens without having to fear missing stuff. Alright, there we are. From now on, we probably should be able to just... Oh, no, we can't just dominate everything just yet. Now we can. There we are. That'll kill. I wonder who will deal the most damage here, because it might be Hong Lu just because of the fact that he gets all that damage up now. I'm curious to see how much damage he deals. I guess we can't see the total just yet. Because he will be dealing 2% extra damage. Which, I mean, that's not that much, unless we start getting hundreds of coins. but still. Extra damage is extra damage. Honestly, I will take all the extra damage I can get. Right. Now we go up north. This is, I will say, I really like, it's the first time we've seen base IDs have dominating clashes. It happens very rarely out of the gate, so it's nice to see it happen here. But yeah, I will say, ever since Canto 3-ish, I've wanted more dungeons like this. You know, like a return to the old, choose your own adventure style dungeons. So whilst it might take a while, I'm actually really excited to see the star return, to be honest. Alright, how much damage is this gonna do? Wow. That would be, what, 40 damage, sort of? If this is part 2, what is part 3 gonna be? I am terrified. They casually, you know, release a several-hour dungeon for part 2. If that's part 2, what is happening to part 3? Right. Being like that you can beat the dungeon in 2 to 3 hours. So is it mechanically difficult, or is it just long? Because if it's mechanically difficult, we're going to be here for a while. 2 nodes, well, 1 is a boss battle, yeah. Yeah, the coins is cool too. I like unique gifts like that. Right. Event time. Dilapidated wall blocks our path. There's a device on it with a label that says pick up your entry cards here. Next to it is a dial of sorts. Looks like it won't list her easily. Is any particularly good with this device? I can't seem to figure it out. Interface with the device. I'm assuming Honglu will be the best at it? Yeah. I just want to check. Honglu modifier +5, yeah. Checks out. Great. Authorization granted. Printing entry authorization card. An entry card slipped out of the machine. This should open up a new path for us, probably. Worn entry card artifact unlocked. A new path opened up on the map. There's no need to shower me with praise. A broken abandoned entry card. Maybe it opens a door somewhere. Oh, okay, so that's a way through if you don't want to heal. I don't need to heal. I've not taken damage just yet. I think it's best for us to carry on and save the what little resources we have. So let's keep carrying on, and we can go back and heal. Oh yeah, and we can keep our SP for this boss fight. That's actually really useful. We traversed down the hallway Honglu found, walking in awkward depressed silence, until Wang Zhao broke it. I've been meaning to ask, are the rumors true? What rumors? Rumors that Jia Shihun lost her Heishuo pack. Hey, who knows? Tell me something valuable and I might just hand over another coin. Wang Zhao suggested, gesturing broadly at the coins dangling from himself. Unfortunately, I lost trust which is true enough to be right on Yuan, so I don't know any details myself. Alright, okay, I guess we'll see in due time. As you know, losing your Heishuo pack is a bigger loss than losing your lamb. The rumors are true that she must be having a pretty hard time out here. Jia Shihun, I wonder if she's doing okay. She'll be okay, like always. She's a plucky one after all. Somehow Honglu ended up comforting Sinclair. As we continued down the hallway chatting, we eventually found ourselves before a shut gate. Let's head inside. Boss fight time. Yippee. You have a Honglu fully heal SP and have the SP set to 0. Oh, okay, so it's just a way of not having everyone get their SP set to 0. Right, okay. It's slightly unfortunate for me then that Honglu is the person that has the most SP, but he gets SP back so quickly. This place looks like a laboratory. There's nothing left, not even a faint blood fragrance. Though I sense a scurrying rat. A rat? Know who you're talking to before you insult them. Who are you? We're a different candidate's clan. I'm Bao Yu of the Jia family. Honglu extended a plastic greeting. I thought you had made 12 companions, Zhao Bao Yu, so what's this Wang guy doing here? You've already made an alliance? A thing like you? Haha, but we're not allies. Doesn't seem like spying it. Daddy ever will. So who is he, Honglu? He's, I'm pretty sure he's from the Shi family. So he must be Shi. Shi... There's an awkward silence. Come on, man. Hua... Ah, thanks for the help. So is a Shi Hua or something. Good, you're getting there. You're getting warmer. Now let's... What the hell are you guys doing? Forget it, who gives a shit anyway? Whoever can indeed has the same number of coins, I should cry to those freaking weak candidates like you to steal from. It's beyond me where you even got the guts to throw your hat in the ring for the family hierarchy war out of nowhere. Last I heard you were roaming the city like some unemployed lout after spending years holed up in Daguan Yuan. So what brings you here, huh? Had enough of the city tour? Luckily I never had a moment of boredom. I found so many marvelous and interesting things out there. Like, did you know there are people out there who sleep in roofless rooms? Asshole, think you're funny? I swear I'm gonna eliminate you here. You sure know how to make friends, young master Bao Yu. Right, okay, let's quickly just do some reading. Oh, right. I love unbreakable coins. Right, okay, let's have our best clap. Wow, that's a speed moment. Okay, Yi saying you're the only person who can clash that, so have fun. Clash with that. Who are you clashing? Otis. Okay, Otis can clash that, that's fine. This is the better clashing skill, and then that. And then... Oh, let's pick off the ads first. Oh, wait, I forgot to use ego specifically so I wouldn't lose that clash. It did not occur to me there. I can leave an encounter for after heal room for sanity regen. Okay. You need every advantage you can get. Oh no. So long as we can keep the SP advantage over these guys, I think we're good. Oh. Right when I said at least if we can keep the SP advantage, they go and lose a clash. That's fine. Oh wow, okay, never mind. Because it's not as big attack, we can just flash it nicely. Yeah, easily. Let's use that one. Okay, favored. Who are you clashing? Wow, we have. Oh, of course we have such high speed. I used an ego last time. I don't want to attack them because they're defended at the moment. Let's just get another attack off on them. Oh. Welcome back to Favored Clash Simulator. Oh, does he get shields for having allies alive, maybe? Because that would make sense. As a way to force you to actually take out the ads. Okay, one staggered, brilliant. Sorry, he gets to use that twice? Right, okay, I mean, all I have to do is not lose the clash. Right. Okay, I think I was vastly overestimating how problematic that was going to be. That's annoying, but I can Heathcliff that. That's a neutral. I'll take a neutral, actually. Actually, use that on them. Better off using that here. Here, who are you targeting? Ah, Ryoshu. Actually, I think I am better off using this here to give weakness on him. You're targeting Ryoshu with a skill that will deal a decent amount of damage. Ryoshu goes first, Ryoshu gets staggered. We have a heal room if we can go back and get it if we need it. I think that's fine. Unless I take that Dominating Clash with them. Then I want Heathcliff to clash with that. Struggling. Right, never mind. Who did I have clashing with that, actually? Nobody. Oh, because it's insane. Could put Yisang on it, actually. Faust then clash tries to evade that. We deal damage to them. She was something, that's great. So does he get shield? No shit, that's how battles work. When the enemy dies, the battle ends. Utter revelation from this Canto. Okay, next turn we target him. Please don't stagger. Oh. Why didn't that stagger? Do unbreakable coins not stagger anymore? I mean, I'm happy to take that if they don't stagger anymore, that is. I mean, maybe they don't. I'll read that after, actually. Oh wow. Successful evade. Oh, I just got lucky. Okay. Alright. Charge circuitry countercurrent. Interesting. Huh. Let me check, it would be this skill. Oh wow! Okay, they do! That's a nice skill. I like that. We don't attack those two, we just attack these guys. Favored. I would prefer to attack you because you've got HP. I would prefer to attack you. Neutral. Is there a better than neutral I can take? Honestly, I will go for it. And then we attack them. Hung Lu is the best clash there. Favored, great. Brilliant. Truly just win the clash. Oh, okay. Otis is gonna take some... I'm sorry for doubting you there, Otis. Right. Are we actually gonna deal any damage to him here? No. Maybe. Right, okay, I think we need to actually attack other people first. Maybe. Because is it one of his passives that he gets armor? This unit has charge, gain 100 minus charge, 7 plus charge. Ah, okay. So we need to wait for him to gain charge to actually be able to hit him. That's interesting. Let's take dominating on that. Favored, I'd like another... I would have preferred dominating on that, but oh well. And then let's get this going. Just to deal some more damage, I think. Actually, no, that's going to hit that. That's a terrible idea. Favored. I would prefer not favored on that, because I think that's rather insane. Actually, Yiseng can't take that clash. That's better. We use body sack here. Use that on that. Because that's an unbreakable coin, which would... I mean, it wouldn't stagger Yiseng, actually. It would deal an insane amount of damage if it went through, though, which I would prefer not to happen. So that's not. Ooh, stagger on them. Brilliant. Flash win. Brilliant. I probably didn't need to use the ego, considering he's going to lose most of his coins, but I've had that lie to me before. I've had the sanity indicator lie to me before, and I'd rather not have it happen again. I once lost, I think the most egregious was Josephine managing to dodge 8 attacks in a row at minus 30 SP. That has to be the most insane sanity moment I've ever seen in this game. Right. Okay. Unopposed. Who are you targeting? Oh, it's speed moment. Oh, dominating. Dominating. Brilliant. Okay. Let's get a dominating on them. I would like a dominating on them. Wow, wow, okay. You're probably gonna, yeah. Dominating on them. And let me just hit that. Brilliant. We don't lower their sanity too much, because I would like them to retain just like negative 40. That's ideal, honestly. I mean, if I can start dealing more and more damage to them, that's pretty good too, though. That's got nothing to do with sanity, really, but still. If they didn't have that shield, they would be dead so many times over by now. Which I guess is the point of the shield. Staggered, brilliant. Full stop Heath. Ah, okay, that makes sense. Full stop Honglu is genuinely one of the best IDs in the game, I think. Just, full stop Heathcliff is the best. Just, okay, I need to specify. Full stop Heathcliff, there we are, words in the right order, is the best for single target damage in the game at the moment. The best for crowds, I would have to say, goes to Managedon. Managedon is so good at clearing out crowds. It is genuinely insane. Is that gonna... That's gonna kill. So let's get an attack going on there. That's a waste of an attack, actually. Debate that. Lots of wisdom from Coots. I know what I said. Is he gonna get staggered there from the... That? Yes, he is. That's fine. We can heal after this. Heat skill 3 deletes an enemy in instant. Yeah. It is... So, Managedon's upgraded skill 2 is the best for clearing crowds in the game, but Full Stop Heathcliff's skill 3, if you use it right, is by far the best damaging skill in the game. Outside of... Maybe I would be inclined to say... Hold on. Why do I have 2 egos equipped to Honglu? I shouldn't have that. Anyway. I would maybe say... that one ego that Don Quixote has. That would be the one I would concede might be slightly better for dealing damage. But that needs setting up. Well, I mean, both of them need setting up, but that's not as good without the setup. Shock horror. Who's that targeting, actually? Osis? Who's that targeting? Osis again. Okay. Osis is taking damage either way. Let's do that. Honestly, I think it might be better to just all-out damage him. No, that's a terrible idea that I know is going to result in, like, horrific backfiring. As soon as I said we should just target this guy, I realized how insane of a statement it was. Right. No stagger, brilliant. 31 damage is respectable. Not exactly as much as I'd like, but oh well. Oh. We're gonna get 2 down there, I think, actually. Oh, never mind. Fast had to disagree with me there. They're in panic. Cool. Okay then. If they're in panic, I'll kill them, honestly. Take a dominating clash on them. Save it on them. Save it on them. Oh, he only has 5 and 14. I don't understand charge. It makes no sense to me. I've actually never used a charge team, to be honest. I've had, like, because every status is a charge team, but better nowadays. How much damage was that? Sorry. But yeah, like, how does he have 13 and 6 and Rupture? That is insane. Please don't lose that clash, thank you. Yeah, like, Bleed is basically, nowadays with the Blood Fiends, it's basically charge but better. Nowadays with Base IDs, it's basically charge but better. Sinking IDs, most sinking IDs are charge but better. There's no point to run charge, because the sole gimmick charge had of, you can run this to deal a lot of damage, is just every other status in the game now. Which, I mean, I'm not exactly complaining about, I don't have a charge team, but still. Are we gonna kill here? I don't think we are. Which is annoying. close to dead here.
이 기회에 평소 지휘 실력을 확인해보죠, 따뜻해. 하던 대로 해보십시오.
Who's that targeting? Heathcliff? Heathcliff. Struggling. Oh well, I can just body snap that. Yeah, the Blood Fiends are charged, but you get an insane amount of healing on top of it, which basically removes any difficulty from most chain fights. Like, they are absurd, the amount of the beating they can take. How did you Somebody chalk up another Honglu 5% moment, please. But yeah, the Blood Fiends are insane. If you want a team that will just roll over things, I cannot recommend any team other than the Blood Fiend team. Other than maybe a sinking team. I would say a sinking team is probably the closest to a just roll over anything that it doesn't rely on damage solely. Huh. Wow, somebody actually died in this fight. Yeah, we'll just go back and heal them after this. We needed to heal anyway, we're so low on HP, it's absurd. Honglu can deal a finishing blow? No. Other people are staggered. Not damage. We just kicked the can down the road. Ishmael deals enough damage to stagger here. I mean kill. There we are. Great. Cool. Right. We go and heal after this then, I would say. But yeah. That's the easiest boss. I mean, they weren't that hard. I realistically just kept clicking. Like, fight. Stuff. Now, hand over your entire coin bundle. Cough it off. I know you don't have many. But if you take all my coins, I'll be eliminated. Yes, exactly. You're eliminated candidate subject to summary execution here. That wasn't a rule. Looks like some candidates have finally had some exciting run-ins with one another. As a reminder, the goal of this game is to collect as many coins as possible within the given time limit. Sure, cooperation alliances are well and good, but when negotiations go up in smoke, might becomes a pretty reliable fallback plan. Don't you worry though, the shadows of Hong Yuan hiding in the corners of the arena will safely guide any coinless candidate out of the building. Oh, by the way, resisting them is kind of a terrible idea. I heard they're faster to act than to talk. They must have placed the Hei Shuo here. What the hell? That's bullshit. Of course, if you lost more than your coins, your life for example, I suppose the Hei Shuo will be escorting your corpse out of here instead. Ah. You heard her. Would you like to have your corpse escorted out, or would you rather leave on your own accord? Fine, my coins are yours. Take them all. Ah, Canto from the Shi family has been eliminated from the game. What an overwhelming, dominating display of charisma from the opposing candidate's clan member. If you've been eliminated, please come into the hallways, forfeit your weapons, and wait for further instructions. Please note that any eliminated candidate loses all rights and privileges appertaining to candidates of family hierarchy evaluations, and I remember now, his name is Shi Huazen. Shi Huazen. Already up to 7 coins, huh? Hey, that's not bad. Let's wrap this up ASAP and get the heck out of this creep house. We are beset in all directions by sorrow and tragedy. This appears to be a laboratory for an unknown purpose. Yi Seng's eyes scan over the various machines that are messily strewn about the room. Hong's family laboratory, most likely. Yeah, I saw the plaque earlier. Apparently the entire family got completely annihilated after presumably breaking taboo or something. Going by what Honglu said earlier and gathering from everything we've heard about the Kong family so far, it sure sounds like they're all very dead. It was in the time before the Jia family wielded as much power as it does now. Boy, the Kong family really was something back then. Outputting a constant stream of new, groundbreaking boluses with all kinds of unique qualities can't have been easy, but they somehow managed it back then. Because the Kong family had such an impressive contribution to the city as a whole, even past the boundaries of Hong Yuan itself. The other families had no choice but to watch it in awe as it stood like a mountain so far above them. Yes, I heard they delved into various research subjects here. Well, despite all that glory, what awaited them at the end was a tragedy. There's no record or evidence of any kind that could tell us what happened. Completely misread that. So there's no record or evidence of any kind left that could tell us what kind of experiments they carried out here. No, it could have got purged. Anything to do with that experiment has practically been atomized by the cause that came here. Perhaps in search of the novel they failed to notice the avarice spiraling out of control. A recurring development amongst those who passion is research. For a while, people from Rhine mighty families of Hong Yuan refused to even look in the general direction of this building. They thought it was heretical, that it would bring them misfortune. Of course, I was pretty young then, so this is all just what the adults told me. Do you recall aught from then, Honglu? I was also very young, only 10 years old, so memories aren't very clear. But I do. I recall the day when the weight of avarice broke both the heavens above and the earth beneath the Kong family and smote them. But our existence is fragile as paper, bound to fade away into nothingness, just as they have. So I guess that's why we should always be mindful of excess, to empty ourselves that we will not overflow. Honglu spoke so calmly and clinically about the day when countless lives were lost. Thank you so much, again, everyone, who is here today for the Kong family and Hong Yuan's eternal prosperity. This must be a recording from before the Kong family's complete annihilation. Let this experiment be another resounding success for us, so that everyone in Hongyuan will be a step closer to achieving immortal life. Do know that our success is a guarantee, so we like to ask all research personnel to put their best in every project. Do you see now? It was not a matter of formula, but rather process, the order of formulation that diminished the efficiency of your previous bolus. Let me demonstrate by example. Directly mixing two diametrically opposed ingredients, sapphire, which carries an element of fire, with fleece flower, which carries an element of water, will cause a repelling reaction. What does the Kong family do in such a case? Use white peony or golden addition of either ingredient so they may coexist. Yes, a rooting application of the bolus production methodology. However, one thing we must know is that the law followed by ingredients is not defined solely by the 5 phases of 8 and 8 trigrams. Though the 5 phases are correctly aligned, ingredients each imbued with elements is sexagenary cycle distinguished by both the heavenly stems and the earthly branches all exhibit different effects. Another aspect of this art is considered that space-time itself as a variable that modifies the law which yin and yang operate. Thus, even if the same recipe were to follow to the letter, the hour, the minute, and the second during which the bolus is combined affects its quality and its characteristics. So that's why following the same family recipes can yield boluses of varying effects. You must also remain aware of where one stores the boluses once they're completed and when to remove them from shade. Do keep in mind that a wise forger of boluses always remains acutely aware of the harmony and discord that exists between ingredients. You certainly have an exceptionally high degree of expertise when it comes to boluses. Can it help but always depend on you, sir? You're the only person who could ever come up with such innovative ways to forge these boluses. You've managed to untangle the side effect in a matter of moments. When we struggle with it for months, we cannot help but feel a tinge of shame before your skill. Consider this boon good karma for your vast and profound generosity. It's all thanks to your wisdom and acumen, venerable Jiamu. You deserve every reverence and admiration for coming this far, armed with nothing but your skill and wit. And as they admire your achievements, they'll find hope as well. Of course. No one could have possibly foreseen the declining Shi family would produce the next hierarch after all, especially someone without a proper plan. Oh, that's not what I intend to convey, General Jiamu. If I had offended you by any chance, worry not, for you have spoken true. I understand there was nothing to the Kong family generosity could rise. I know better than anyone that you could have easily eliminated me before I had the chance to ascend to the seat of the family hierarch. And you would have done so had you wished to further solidify the Kong family's position here. In fact, our hearts were truly stirred by the most unexpected outcome of the family hierarch war. You have clutched victory with nothing but wisdom when all odds were against you. Not to mention that we are eagerly appreciative of the assistance you so graciously provided us. Save your compliments, please. I am only honoured that you saw any use for my insignificant tricks. After all, the collective pursuit is to prolong the eternal prosperity of Han Yuan, is it not? Grandma, are you making new boluses again? Indeed, little Baoyu. There is karma to be repaid. And do I have to keep coming here with you, Grandma? Yes, this beautiful scenery will not be complete without you as its witness. You've frequented this place with regularity, Honglu? Yes, Grandmother often brought me here to pay, hand in hand. Oh, you guys done collectively spacing out? I've been thinking while you were gone. I've come up with something quite interesting. So, since the results of the second round decided only when time's up, I'm sure the candidates come with strategies like collect a moderate amount of coins, find a nice hidden corner and lie low, wait until everything blows over, and might just walk away with a decent rank. Know what I mean? There are many points of failure to that plan, but it would indeed be an appropriate strategy for candidates who are not so confident about their odds in open combat. Right? Here's the thing. It wouldn't make for such a boring show if most candidates are just hiding and doing nothing for the majority of the game, and they even made a show out of gathering an audience with a song and dance. There must be. I sensed a very subtle vibration the moment we walked out of the lab into the hallways. Wang Zhao must have felt it too. He stopped in his tracks and looked around. Hold on, do you guys hear that? Well, it looks like this is where our brief fellowship comes to an end. That was a short but sweet exchange, Jiabaoyu. But I don't think you're the one who should hold the most coins. What? At the game's end, I hope we can all find what we came there for. We weren't planning on sticking with them through the entire round, but it's a bit sudden, huh? I guess it's better than a full-on betrayal. Walking our separate ways, just like that? There's no time to spare about worrying about him. Attention, full speed, sprint towards the 3 o'clock direction, go, go, go! Oh, what? At least tell us what's going on! Eyes forward, the walls are rising from the floor. So the host's cheerful voice began booming from the speakers, excitedly explaining the situation. Let's keep things interesting with a new rule! This one's for you, dear viewers who must have gotten bored out of your minds with how safe the candidates are playing things. Starting now, walls are going to start closing off rooms and corralling our candidates at every set interval, shrinking the arena. If you somehow end up trapped in a room before you make it to the shrinking arena, well, that's an elimination, of course. Of course. Looks like you're real chaotic out there. Now let's try not to push your lucks and get yourself stuck between walls, and yay. It'll be one hell of a cleanup job to have to scrape and scrub your bits off the walls. Better get moving. We began sprinting full speed to where the walls were starting to rise from the floor. The host snidely chip a tone, taunting us the whole time. Oof, looks like some of you didn't make it. You were so close too. And ouch, I spy a candidate who's been separated from our clan in the chaos. Well, try not to lose your coins in the chaos. Right, I wonder what they're doing here. 3 more coins. Yippee. Oh, of course, that's what it meant by shutting off advances. Oh, we really better find a place to heal soon. Right. I swear, she's gonna get a fist to her face before we leave this place. Man, I really should have done some cardio with you guys. My legs were screaming at me to take a seat and rest, but we simply don't have the time to sit still. But no choice but to keep on running. This place must not offer much diversion for a child. Was it not drab or tedious? Grandmother really knew a lot about policies. Every time I was here, I'd always watch her taking a man to the room, fiercely bragging about a storm of directions and orders for the researchers. So no, it wasn't drab or tedious, and... Honglu? Thinking back on it, whenever Grandmother summoned me to visit the place together, I think I felt a bit of happiness. Why? That's... The notice came to stop. I suddenly came to stop, raised her fist in motion the way that caught everyone's attention. She'd been walking ahead in the vanguard. Stop, she saw something up ahead. Bigger, up ahead, solo. Hopefully she's candidate's been separated from her clan. It should be easy coins for us if that's the case. So it'll be the person who was said to be separated from her clan. I just muffled with a bit of anticipation. It really seemed like she was in her element here. Don't worry, Otis. I'm acquainted with her. However, contrary to her wishes, she was not one of the candidates. Oh, it's this person. She's a bodyguard of the Zhu family candidate. Why are you here all alone, Daiyu? How funny, I was just thinking about you. You? The brief man in Daiyu's eyes looked at Honglu with disbelief before hardening into a stern expression. I must have alarmed you all. Apologies. The walls came out of nowhere, excuse me. I'm inattentive to separated me from the rest of the clan. Do you have no idea where the rest of your clan or your candidate is? No. If a different candidate finds you here alone, they'll attempt to eliminate me, though I am but a follower, because it would be beneficial for them to do so. Daiyu then, have you been waiting here all along, waiting for the one you followed to return? Yes. I suppose I did, in the belief that if I simply waited in the same place we became separated, they would eventually come back for me. A foolish belief. The arena is constantly shrinking. They wouldn't take the risk of coming back here just to pick up a straggler. Of course, they wouldn't. The air between us had become palpably awkward with impressive rapidity. I suppose it could be said that you have a certain advantage over the other candidates here. You're more familiar with this place than anyone else, are you not? Sounds again, just like then. Just like when you refused to tell me into the end. All those years I was in your service, the complete annihilation of the Tong family. Baoyu, big bro, Baoyu, here. Oh, what happened now? You're looking so glum again. We're still gonna play the game you like today, right? Oh, don't tell me. Those meanies back at it again. I'll kick their butts with the new move I learned yesterday. No, it's okay. Don't worry, Daoyu. I still understand why they say these things to me, but I still think I could be their friend one day. Hey, Mr. Baoyu, do you know the whereabouts of the Venerable Jianghu? She should be at the lab for a little bit. Oh, no, that's not good. I have something to tell her. It's actually very urgent. I knew all those bolsters maintain this body, but she just won't return to my attempts to reach her, so I thought I'd pay her a visit myself and... Ah. It's claw time. Are you okay? Hey bro, hide behind me. He's not from Hongyuan. See, she must not have discarded her clan for over a week. Ah, okay. Foolish girl, I warned her time and time again that either the clone with the clone brain or the original must be discarded within the week of production. Seems she could not bear to relinquish this body of hers, unburdened by elements of both body and mind. Grandma, is there anything we can do for her? The head will not suffer those who have broken their taboos to live. This is the omnipresent terror they cast over us. They are always watching, always primed to appear, no matter where you are. Even as you eat, even as you slumber, even as you are wed. The circumstance matters not, the context is meaninless. If a duel is broken, they will be there to carry out the sentence. Always if they are the executors of the natural law. Let us leave here, Baoyu. Be careful, don't touch her. I think she's gone, she's not breathing. But look, her eyes are still open. I want to help her. Close her eyes, it's too cruel and sad for her to be all alone, even her final moments looking at this lonely place. Baoyu. You come again here tomorrow, then again the day after. Grandma brings me here every day anyway. It's going to happen whether I want to or not. Why would you say such a thing, Daoyu? Because whenever I see you, I see the face of someone who's just about ready to leave this world forever. Okay? Promise you won't leave me alone in here. I'm just scared of this place as you are. It feels too big, too vast. But just thinking about playing with you, flying kites with you, it makes me feel a little better. Restructuring days begin, it seems. I hate these restructuring days. I hate the sound of those bells. Rest easy, little Baoyu, for these restructuring days will not touch us. Daguanyuan only expands and never shrinks as the homes of the poor do. Grandma, do you think Daguanyuan can change? What has prompted this question? Because I want Daguanyuan to... Oh! Are you okay? Stop the palanquin! Please help me pull him up, he's gonna fall! What? I'm sorry? Young master, it's too late for him. Helping me now won't do any. How can I just turn a blind eye and pass him by like nothing happens? He's right there in pain! Please help me pull up, please! Little Baoyu, you cannot save them, let alone everyone. If you can't save everyone, it's wiser not to try at all. I know I can't save everyone, but at least there's one person who's about to fall, please. He struggled to move past this during the last restructuring day as well. So he's just struggling to save even a single life? No. Still, Grandma, still. Try it then. It's much better for you to learn this lesson early. What is it, little Baoyu? I was mistaken, I thought it was someone watching me. Once the memory faded, Ling Daoyu stumbled before leaning on a wall. What was that? Visions of the memories I never wish to see again. Okay, so that she can see it too. So she's gonna stick around with us until she inevitably dies or is important to the plot. Wait, she saw that too? Did you see that too? What kind of? Dante. Perhaps there's another feature of the previously discussed expansion of your abilities. Doesn't mean I can show sin's past to non-sinners too. That's totally out of my control. Feels bad for him who's been entirely life. He can't do anything other than be an observer. Yeah, he's surrendered to be a witness, as the name of the Canto suggests. So it can be entirely dismissed, but unlike your abilities activate with no discernible pattern, there must be a condition that must first be met. What that might be, Wang's alpha melee seemed unaffected by it. A simple connection can be drawn to the rising levels of one's emotions. That's a Lyra Rona reference. The visions, even when they activated sinners, were brought on by sudden emotional triggers. In such a case, an individual is part of a powerful memory that causes sinner's emotional state to drastically spike, could trigger a resonance effect. Honglu, I end up leaving you all alone in Daguan Yuan in spite of your pleading. So your resentment is justified. You know, that's not what I wanted to hear. Nothing. You refused to tell me anything about what happened here on that day. Your only repose is a smile. I see that hasn't changed. Hong's only source in those unwilling visits to the library was you got to spend time with Lin Dayu. After that day, you wasted your days away, locking yourself within the bands of Daguan Yuan, never leaving its premises even once. When I inquired, you only make a sorry smile, not giving me an answer all the same. Till one day, completely out of the blue, you said you'd be leaving Daguan Yuan. You weren't the only one who lost those who informed them in the annihilation of the Kong family. In fact, did you ever truly care about anyone to begin with? There's a silence, a question of soft and thorn, but Honglu made no attempts at making excuses or denying her accusations. You're right, Dayu, you must have suffered so much worse than I have, as much I can't even begin to imagine it. But even if you had to learn of everything that happened, what will that knowledge do to heal your pain? All this suffering, all this joy, they're just moments, bound to be lost in time. Trying to catch up as destined to slip away will only bring pain to your heart, nothing more. I know, but what I really couldn't bear was just what happened to you that... Apologies, I must have lost myself for a moment. It was improper of me to show such emotion to a Canto who's not my master, even a relative. Please excuse my impudence. So I'm really sorry about having to bring this up in the middle of a serious discussion, but don't you think we should probably get moving? Enough time's passed, the walls will begin invading this space soon. Dayu, how about you come with us? Only if you'd like to, of course. Listen to her run a big sis bout shy again. Tossing me a pinch of pity? No, because this place is too dangerous to be alone. If I travel with you, will I see more of those bizarre visions? Well, I don't know, that was the manager's power, not mine. I like to recommend against going through more of these visions, but I won't stop you. Then, please excuse my intrusion. I'll try my utmost not to be a burden to you. That's really interesting that he basically, he wanted to help everyone, but he physically couldn't. Also, okay, are these different floors that we're going to go through later, or are they different areas? Because them being different areas is quite cool. If it's supposed to trick you into thinking that you're going to visit them. Or just to show the size of the space. Okay. Deselect everyone here, put them back. And then... Actually, no, this is a normal fight, which means we want the actual order we want people to fight in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right. Show size of space. Yeah, that's fitting. There's a suspicious looking door to the side. Should we check out what's inside? Yeah, what should we do? Your choice, self-appointed class president. Heathcliff replied nonchalantly. Well, alright. Let's head right in then. Huh. Yeah, smooth moves, Ishi. Let's just pin down that happened. Turn around and keep walking. What happened? I don't know, I just didn't expect that, you know? Does that mean you can move along like nothing happened, or is it a case of no backseas? So his voice after a long silence suddenly began buzzing again. Oh my, a sudden Canada's clan neglected to bravely open a mysterious door and immediately slam it shut in fear. Right, so I won't name names of Canada being a rather embarrassing display of spinelessness, but hey, I'll give you a chance to rectify that. There, Manager Expire, we must open the door against one post haste. An agile craving we shall be made. Should we not act swiftly? Don Quixote ran up to the door and began bouncing it up and down with genuine panic. We did see something pretty ugly looking in there, but it wasn't abnormality or distortion. I didn't feel anything around it either. I don't know, that almost makes it worse. Yeah, right. Yeah, sorry, this isn't my apartment. Mine's not the host of that, just to make some goofy comments around us, but everything she says so far has at least one grain of truth to it. Let's check what's inside. We won't know what's waiting for us in there unless we actually face it. Ishmael, now motivated to make up for earlier blunder, confidently opened the door. Same type of coin received at the beginning of the game is hanging from the entity's neck. The demonstration must show his impeccable observation skills. Oh, you're right, why is it wearing a coin? Well, given the circumstances, we could probably hang the coin by keeping this monster to the curb, right? We desire only to repent in eternal repentance. We desire only to repent in eternal repentance. The thing endlessly repeats an unknowable mantra. It sounded at once desperate and hopeless. They're certainly not abnormal beings. Yeah, that's just what Dante said. Honglu began and Zoe recognized them. They're people. Hongyuan. Ah, okay, interesting. Hongyuan's condemned. Condemned how manly they charged at us. Interesting. Oh, you silly, you didn't know they were the chains of the screams of the, like, condemned? I don't like that. I dislike the fact that there's 3 of them and 7 of us. That fills me with fear, frankly. Why do I get the feeling we're about to suffer horrifically? What? Are they just... Oh, they gain skill. But we do too. Why do we have so much... I'm terrified. I'm terrified whenever the game hands me, like, gives me a bone. It's nothing scarier. Because it always means that there's a reason why we have more. Like... Oh wow. I mean, they could just be a standard encounter, but why 3? Why not 7? Like, they're not that strong. I feel like I'm doing something wrong, and I don't know what, and that scares me. Is it just to get you familiar with the idea of these enemies, if you hit them, will gain buffs? So it might be beneficial to you to not hit them as much. Maybe. Honestly, I think out of all the corps I've seen so far, this one seems like the coolest for me. Because so I'm a major fan of chemistry. I mean, genetic engineering is like my main field of study, but I quite like more organic chemistry stuff. So it's quite cool to have. I'm a massive nerd. I like alchemy. I like sciences that are alchemy in real life. But like this whole corp, the idea of like the scientific study of how to make magic work with medicine, or whatever it is here. Magic only exists in the outskirts, I think, in this world. But like, that's cool. I like that. Simultaneous click, the coins hang from the condemned's neck, clattered to the ground. As many candidates must have realized by now, this game provides a contestant in many ways to obtain those precious coins. You gain by completing battles in some special rooms, or aha, another candidate has obtained some coins. But the coast's energetic voice couldn't help but be disturbed by what Hongwu said. The condemned of Hongyuan? What's the implication of that particular choice of domination, Hongwu? Years ago, the elders had told me of many old fables and legends. Then a rooster's crest is grafted over the visage, a horse's hooves move beneath the legs, and a elder tree's branches extend from the arms. Thus close to Dagwan Yuan grows to boundless eternity. Isn't that a chimera? Description? Expansion regarding expansion bolus technology, is it? I haven't seen it myself, once had this laboratory beneath you in the basements of Dagwan Yuan, built to research secretive and valuable boluses, and they experiment on these prisoners. It's not exactly a unique practice amongst the wings. If the smallest speck of greed lies the origin of all misfortune, I do not believe the definition of mentality that Hong Yuan initially sought is the same as the one they seek now. What took you so long, Big Bro Bao Yu? Sorry, Jamu's experiments went on for longer than planned. That's so cool, I want to see what they do in there too. No fair, why are you thinking it goes in there, bro? I'm a fast liner too. I'm not going in there to learn anything. And how come? I don't know, I'm just there to watch. That's weird, it's not like you have to work for anything like we do to live a nice life, bro. Maybe it's because of this precious jade of our family? Hey Jai-Huan, I told you not to say stuff like that, didn't I? Want to see the new moves I learned yesterday? Wow, sorry, I won't do it again. Anyway, today we're going to play a ball game. Here's how it works. We're going to start by kicking to bully each other, and the one who lasts the longest without dropping the ball wins. What's the point of playing a game like that? Because it's fun, duh. I'm gonna play a bolus making game. Gather a bunch of sand, pebbles, and leaves to make a bolus, and the best bolus wins. No can do. Remember, I'm from the Lin family, you guys from the Jia family. Surely these noble families shouldn't play a nerdy game like that. That's very fun. It's as kids making potions out of dirt. It's very funny. You're gonna leave now. See ya. Hope the rest of your day goes well. Big bro, wanna come play with us? Oh, little fun. I'm sorry. As much as I like joining you in that very serious game of yours, I don't think she'll let me play. Yu's gonna give both of you and me an earful about the rules you dragged me into the game, isn't that right? Jia-Huan, you're trying to pull out of the game, aren't you? Fine, let's play the ball making game. We'll throw down with the ball game. And tomorrow we'll play whatever Big Bro Bao Yu's favorite game is. How that for a plan, huh? I'm good with anything, really. But what do you want? Here's some homework for you. When we meet tomorrow, you better come up with something you like, okay? Because I may be letting the impatience get the better of me, but how certain are you about the plan regarding the 13th branch of the Haste Straw Pack? Have I ever let you down? Oh, so they're the ones that created the Haste Straw Packs. Ultimately, family's power comes from the Haste Straw they yield, yet ever since the olden days there have been 12 branches of them, which maintains a stalemate between the great families. Yes, the Haste Straw, the Shadow Dark Yuan, its most decorous and capable looms, yet they have their failings. Immense physical cost follows their explosive strength. Even if you were the Haste Straw Pack, it's difficult to expand their numbers, as their population is strictly controlled by the Haste Straw Jia Ren of each branch. Indeed, no one can even attempt to create a new branch, for the Haste Straw Jia Ren have concealed their unique bowls recipes. Yet I am wise in the ways of bowls making, armed with Jia Ren's insight. With help from the Kong family, it's suddenly a viable endeavor. So is this the taboo they crossed? Do they create something that's immortal? The Kong family once led the forefront of the city's medical science with their bioengineering achievements, yet now you must know that your family's place in the city is quite precarious. They've been developed for easier treatments, better modifications, superior singularities arise from all corners of the city. At first they're only subject to study and research, but through various applications many of them are now entering the stage of mass commercialization. So it's Eastern medicine beforehand, with all its side effects, was really good in the past, and now all the Western medicines are catching up. That's mixing in some history there, incredible. H Corp formed the wayside if the current trend continues, and one day it may even decline so as far as to fall prey to a war of the wings. Hong Yuan hides many valuable secrets, as they are often passed down from generation to generation. Certain areas within the territory even lead into ruins as well. Many wings even consider a treasure chest to be cracked open. So to fear Hong Yuan, to fear the Kong family, you must be at absolute power. Power that perhaps a new brand of Haste Straw with mass production capabilities could provide. So, I want to know, which one's the British Corp? Which one's the one that's going around wanting to colonize the Eastern Corps? Would you keep the secret from my wife? I'd like the experiment's success to be a happy surprise for her. In truth, we received news from doctors that we managed to conceive a child. Thus, if we concede that events within our discovery as new auspicious path forward to not consider an impossibility, would not be a happy cause for all Daguan Yuan, no Hong Yuan, to rejoice? For our near assistance, materials or people, simply say the word, and us Kong family shall provide. So shall we let the be a secret between you and me? Duly noted. I'll prepare special bowls to celebrate the birth of a new life. Seems a good time to return home for the day, little Bao. Grandma, why do you look so happy today? The doltish fist has snagged the bait I've been preparing for a long time. My offer must have been far too tantalizing for them to simply let it pass. Oh. The Kong's family pinches overconfidence remains a mark of their bloodline. They have done well hiding it beneath the veil of generosity, but one's nature cannot be overcome. Now let us hurry. The revered Jaren waits us. Okay, so she betrayed them. Then Dao appeared in the memory as well with the rest of us. The ball game. She fell into brief contemplative silence, she seemed to recall a long-forgotten memory. I remember, you won that game. I remember because the first time you ever beat me in a game of physicality. I remember being covered head to toe in sand. I remember Jahan whining about the little scratch in his hand. So we did. Only muttered those talking about something that happened an eternity ago. Dayu shook her head, shaking herself from the reminiscence. 13th Haste Straw branch. What is it? This has to do with the taboo, doesn't it? Dayu, much time's passed since then, but no matter what question you ask me, no matter what reply I give, it will not be the answer you want. That it's not up for you to decide. You'll never find what you seek, so why even try and gain it, and for what? As always, I reply to questions and meaningless inquiries. That's why I do no more than observe. Lu, are you okay with seeing all these memories? Only tilted his head to the side curiously, you couldn't understand why I'd asked such a question. I don't think it's a matter of whether I'm okay with it or not. It just feels unfamiliar. It wasn't a memory I wanted to forget, nor was it a memory I wanted to recall anyway. The emotions I feel then feel so distant from me now. I feel like I'm looking down at them from somewhere so high up. So I don't know what to say with a question like, are you okay? Because I have nothing more to change. Maybe gathered that from Honglu's memories, it was Jamu who first made the suggestion of research the 13th Haste Straw branch. However, it also appeared that desire was mutually shared by the Kong family as well. It didn't seem like they were driven mad with greed like Plague suggested. Plague suggested they suddenly had ambition, I won't deny that, but still. Right, I only have a vague feeling to go on, but it seemed like they really wished for the best for Hong Yuan. I'd come to realize in my almost 30 years of life in here is that it is exceedingly rare to find a leader who is most generous in both character and temper. Most refuse to give anyone other than themselves a chance, everyone's so blind to everything but their immediate profit and interests. But the people of the Kong family, at least the ones I remember, sought to give others a chance at the very least. So in the support that our Lin family, almost insignificant, we are a family of gods because they prioritize selection by merit, not by the nobility of their births. Once the Kong family was eradicated, every family other than the 4 pillars lost any meaning of upwards mobility. So I heard that they were simply gone, all because they were blinded by greed. It felt as though I was just a child then, but I vividly remember that crushing feeling. It was devastation. Because I no longer had any place to return to. Man, you've been dealt a heavy hand, huh? Must have been hard out here. Regardless of these revelations, though, however, the family hierarchy was still ongoing. Gurga's distinct words of constellation moved on from there, away from the rising walls. Right, okay, that's interesting. 3 coins, yippee. First, unknown. Jachu in second. Of course, Jachu's in second. Huh. Okay, so 2 ways to proceed. Let's go for this fight first, just to get more sanity, because it's an auto fight, really, and then we can go down, I think. Oh.
위에서 당신을
Who are
관리자로
these
정한
guys?
데에는 합당한 이유가 있겠지.
Ah, okay, interesting.
기대하고 있겠습니다.
I could probably just click damage, to be honest, but still. Do they have the coins around their neck in the sprites? I'm curious. I don't think they do.
보는 맛이 나는군. 일처럼 빠르게 하는 직접 싸워보질 않았어.
It isn't. I'm getting to realize actually from the more I play this game, just how little time you actually spend doing anything. Especially when editing it. There's so much dead time where I'm just staring at the screen. Like I currently, my hands are entirely off the keyboard. I could pick up I could pick up like crocheting or something to do on the stream. I mean that's the only reason why I do the weekly mirror dungeons, to be honest. I click win rate and I let the thing fight itself. Erdtree. Erdtree, no way. Is that a reference to hit game Elden Ring? Right. Yeah, we are going to absolutely murder these guys. Good luck on the final boss fight. Thank you. I've heard terrifying things about it. Yeah, slowly but surely I'm running out of time for today, so we might not actually see the final boss fight until tomorrow, but we'll see. First try when they're healing our ego and 6 people. Okay, that's good. Spectacular. Interesting. Gonna have a horrible time on it. So somebody in the Discord, from the very little conversation I had with them just about something unrelated, they described it as a second O King, and when I pushed them further, they described it as a second Batcliff, which terrifies me. As any long-time viewer of the channel will know, I spent far too long on Batcliff. My sanity deteriorated rapidly against Batcliff, so that's gonna be fun. So. Oh, let's not click the damage button. Well. Let's try and get everyone's sanity up, I think. Your sanity next. Right. It's not quite a Batcliff. Okay, right. It would be very funny if the final boss from... Every time the final boss of part 2 is the one that ends the run. Well, I mean, Batcliff didn't end the run, but Dulcinea, I mean, there's a reason why my wallpaper is a picture of Dulcinea with a gun pointed at her. Yeah. I have seen that apparently there like balance changes have been made. Or at least they're going to be balance changes implemented. Which, you know, that's always a good thing to see. Let's take a dominating here and then unopposed there. Right. Boss fight is an endurance fight. Oh no. Endurance fight with the base IDs. That's that is always a recipe for disaster. Yeah, if there's 2 things the base IDs aren't good at: DPS and sustain. The only ID that has any sort of vague... Well, there's 2 things that give us sustain. There's Jinko Geo, and then there's Don Quixote if we activate her particular passive with La Sangre de Sancho. And those are the 2 ways we can get back health. Anything more than that is out of our control.
행동을 개시합니다.
It's an endurance fight specifically because I'm using the base IDs. Oh, okay.
모양이죠. 관리자.
But yeah,
우선
DPS checks
잘
are help.
연결해서 잘라냈길 기대.
What comes to mind is Ambling Clam. Actually, surprisingly, Ambling Clam is terrifying. You must be Zhao Baoyu and his clan, right? Oh, then I get very far like this. Can you help me find where the rest of my faction is? Hey, if you help me out today, I'll look out for you when I become the family hierarch. Come on, man, help me out. I don't think so. Do we necessarily have to help him? Why do you have any eminent of Shi's family? It's not beating up for the conversation got any longer than it has to be. Right. Cool. Bad choice. Uh-oh. Who's this guy? Just, mercenary? Only 4 enemies?
행동을 개시합니다.
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut just in case I get humbled, but I don't see how that could have been a bad choice. Okay, what would have happened if I'd chosen the first option?
전투 감각 하나만큼은 수감자가 되어도 훌륭하긴 하군. 이제 그 도통 알아들을 수 없는
Get eager
말투만
gifts that give
고치면
10 SP every time.
4번 수감자.
But would I lose the worn card?
발상이군. 그래도 가급적 전투 중에 떠올리진 않았으면 좋겠는데.
Like, sure, 10 SP is nice and all, but...
재밌는 순간이에요. 늘 새롭다니까요.
밖에서 막고 있는
아,
꼴을 보니 그다지
적들을 제거하겠소.
관리자, 수감자를 무방비하게 만들지 마십시오.
C'est la vie. I made my choice. And my choice is murder.
재밌는 순간이에요.
당연한 결과죠.
순조로운 전략입니다. 좋은 전략입니다.
Great. Why would I not want coins? Right, okay. Let's head back here and head to this. The talisman glues to the wall. I can feel the wind blowing through the barely visible walls, cracks in the wall. Seems like there's something on the other side. Maybe there's a hidden passageway here? It's going to take a moment to investigate the room and find a wall with conspicuously arranged talismans of different colours. Oh, these must be colours that match each of the cardinal directions. Looks like we'll have to peel these talismans in the correct order. Should I try peeling the talismans? Let's try. Something written on the blue talisman to the west. Looks like they're indicating this is the first talisman to be removed. One moment. I mean, it's a piece of tissue paper, but I've written things on it already, so let's write some more. So, blue first. Remove the talisman, the walls begin to shake. Oh, which one should I remove next? Oh, it's red next, so it's north. Blue, then red. Then it's center. Then it's east. And it's south. Right. I was expecting something harder than just follow the instructions that are on the left. Great. There's a new path on the map. Jesus, there's so many paths! Right, let's do this event. One speaks a hollow lamentation, the other yearns in an empty desire. One is a moon on the water surface, a reflection, the other blossoming image in a mirror. Flowers are bloomed over the bodies of the prisoners. I don't see any movement, looks like they're all dead. These flowers possess the augmentative qualities of H-Cloud. They most likely provide some advantage in the battles to come. Which flower should we pick? Red Spider Lily is damage. Lotus, I'm not sure. Nameless Herb will probably be healing? No. Nameless Herb, these guys damage. Red Spider Lily, so damage, defense. Let's pick Lotus. Prisoners in peace, we move on, paying respects to the dead. Heal 5% HP for one ally with the least HP. I chose correctly! Every turn start, inflict 3 rupture to all enemies without rupture. Oh, interesting. Great. An actual way of healing. Did I read the new... I did read the new answer, yeah. Alright, let's go. No, these guys.
명령에 따를게요. 효율적이라면.
5%... I cannot understate how good 5% HP for the base IDs are per turn. Because what I'm effectively just going to do here is I'm going to kill all these 3 and I'm going to stall. And we can just heal back to full. And it's going to be amazing. I cannot overstate how useful having some method of healing is. What's my opinion on? I don't think I mean, everybody knows my opinions on unbreakable coins like this, by this point. They're designed to do something that doesn't work, in my opinion. You can't really force the sinners to take damage like you could in Ruiner, say, because in Ruiner you're on par with the health your enemies have, so when you're forced to take damage, it's not that problematic. Versus what it is in this game, where if you get forced to take damage, yeah, there's nothing you can really do to stop it. No, that's the wrong point. I wasn't trying to make that. If you get forced to take damage, you don't have the HP to spare. If that makes sense. Because your enemies have several orders of magnitude, well, maybe not several, but a few orders of magnitude more HP than you do. You really can't afford to take chip damage. How did you... You screwed up the 5% Otis, please. What's this? Max of 16? Who has enough to be able to tank that? 15 max, no. 15 max, no. 15 max, no. These two are definitely out of the window. I think it has to be Yisung.
해보겠습니다.
Okay, great. 11 health. Is it really? Do you heal from... Do you heal from max or do you heal from miss? What is that? Artifacts found, interesting. 5% HP. Maybe 5% HP is just less than I... No, it was 5% from total HP. 4 with a max of 8. We can just have... Oh, we take that. Yeah. Oh, I need to fly the rest. There you are, Hong.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
Casually sidestep the attack. Problem solved. Which one's this one? Leap in. Okay, we just evaded again. Truly incredible. The new fast ID is so good. Is it? I've heard good things about the new fast ID, actually. Wow, I really wish there was a way to just quick assign things, quick assign skills without... I guess there would be no reason why not. This isn't really the sort of thing where you normally do that, is it? I think we're nearly at the point where I would be happy to carry on. Let's just quickly. One more. And then we can just melt it.
예술이 뭔지 보여주지.
Yeah, most IDs before now were not made with taking damage in mind. And just the fight system as a whole isn't really designed with taking damage in mind. It's beginning to get close to it now. I actually think, surprisingly, adding one more Sinner really makes the fights feel more in your favor. Because you can actually control it and the losses feel... They don't feel forced. Having Unbreakable Coin Rupture is actually far better, in my opinion, than Unbreakable Coin Bleed. Because you can still attack, it's only a matter of just don't attack the person with the unbreakable coins, rather than don't attack. Full stop. We enter a new room and see a bound prison next to a boss on a table. There we see a candidate standing around as though they've been waiting for someone to arrive. I know we have enough people for this special game to commence. Please direct your attention to the boss on the table. Observe it well. It is a bold commercial currently in development here at H-Corp. It is yet to be commercialized for its mass market use. Nothing helps all your vitality once taken, but let's see how true that is, shall we? Do you think it's indeed a successful new product, or is it a failure? Now's the time to place your bets with your coins. Guess is it a success or is it a failure? The candidate who guesses this question right gains all the coins in the pool. Success. Fuck it, Weeble! I can't bets on failure. How many coins should we wager? Fuck it, Weeble! We bet 3 coins here, can't bet 3 coins as well. Alright, let's check what happens then. Look, peaceful, and go fucking end more violent. Bold's a success, it seems. The candidate better be successful, gain the coins. See the bonus for your boldness. The candidate better not being a failure. Please submit your coins. I can't stop winning. I can't stop winning. 4 coins. I bet 3. Why'd I only get 4? Oh, I gain 3 from the other guy, and then I gain 1 on top of that. I can't stop winning. Anyway, let's go kill these guys.
그럴듯한 예술이라면 더 좋을 텐데 말이야.
Truly. Gambler's Paradise. Anyway, this is probably the better encounter to quickly do things in, to be honest. I'm very much of the opinion in most games that if a bad event happens, you should roll with the bad event. Because unless it is utter bullshit, there is a reason why the bad event is in the game. It's to punish you for a certain thing you've done, because it had a potential for success. So unless a game has glitched out, say, or there is something that is utter bullshit, that there is no way I could have known would happen, I don't reload in games. Solely because I feel like it makes for the bad things happening are what makes the story. Could you imagine a story where whenever anything bad happened to your people, you were just sort of like, oh no, that didn't happen, sorry, retcon that. I don't think it would make for a very interesting story at all. Is my inspire recipe for gluttony damage up for 1 turn fair? Depends on who's doing it. Because gluttony damage is pretty useless in most cases. Like, unless you're running with like a rupture team who will have a lot of gluttony skills. No. I guess if you've got that other thing that gives you plus 10 SP, then it's free damage, I suppose, for the people who have rupture skills, but it's like the grand total of 2 people. Right. I'm very happy we got that healing bolus. I don't care if the other ones were damage or defense, because rather frankly we don't deal enough damage for damage to be a thing for us, and we don't have enough tanks for defense to be valuable. So, can I see... First, with 37 coins. Wow. We're getting close to 3rd, actually. Why do I get the horrible feeling we're about to fight 3rd or 4th place? You skipped the last event because you didn't see it. Ah, that's a shame. Yeah, it is. I'm assuming the others have damage and defense. I wouldn't know. I mean, I didn't pick them at the end of the day. Oh, you can tell because the Lotus enemies have healing. Yeah, okay. Ah, that's quite cool. So you can actually tell diegetically from the enemies. That's very cool. Yeah. This would absolutely be great to do with a Rupture team. It's a shame I don't have a Rupture team. My Rupture team is basically half of my Blood Fiend team, with the addition of Talisman Sinclair and Mao Ryoshu and Otis. I'll do another pull at the end of the stream, and if we get Mao Faust, not Mao Faust, if we get no, Mao Faust. If we get a new Faust ID, then I'll make a proper Rupture team. Because I get the feeling it's going to be a Oh, hold on. Is the Honglu going to be a 13th Heishuo Pact member?
야,
I'm cool. That might be the bad end ID.
Huh?
Great. Well, definitely almost full HP by now. Surely.
조각이 되었군요, 단테. 나쁘지 않은 성과입니다.
This feels like the end of a Canto. I can't believe this is part 2. This is insane levels of detail for just part 2 of a Canto.
당연한 결과.
골치 아픈 것 간다.
We better get a lot of coins from this one.
깨졌어. 나쁘지 않은 성과입니다.
제가 해낸 거 변했어요. 야,
I am curious to see what the low turn Refraction Railway players are going to do with the new IDs.
기다려. 아직 안 끝났어.
I've not been keeping up with that.
아름답진 않네.
Mainly because I think they're all maniacs, to be honest. I know I'm saying that as somebody who does the base ID challenge, and that might be hypocritical. Maybe throwing stones in glass houses isn't the best idea, but still. 2 coins, yippee. Okay, is that everything? That's all clear. Let's carry on. The boss was solo with base ID.
이게
Base ID solos, unless they're doing full base ID, don't count in my opinion. It's like Dulcinea was soloed with base Don, but they had an entire team of non-base IDs there to back them up. There's someone here. Damn it, had to run a different candidate now of all times. She's Qing Shan of the Wang family. You're hurt, who did this? Jia Chu, I barely escaped him. Why did he come back to spring the Hong Yuan like that after investigating the annihilation of Kong family? I thought he'd never returned. Why now? He took almost all my coins. Was he carrying many? Yeah, to the point where he's running out of space to carry them. That's not good. Jabao Yu. We're almost in the same boat as him. I don't understand why she's reacting shocked. We have that many coins too, basically. We sacrificed so much of ourselves just for this day, just for the family hierarchy. Meanwhile, you could continue to live large outside Hong Yuan, so why? What are you even doing here? What more could you possibly want? Please give me those coins, please. Come on, you don't even care about being in the hierarchy. Not like someone you'd... It's not like someone like you'd do anything with all that power. You're not wrong, but I'm sorry, I don't think I can give you my coins. That's it, let's not brush away. Them sort of thinks they're smart, prattling on about shite like that. You don't apologize to them ever. Get a club like this do the talking instead. Using a club would only grow the resentment in her heart. But it'll at least make you feel better.
제 마음은
I never need to feel better. I swear I'll use what remains of my clan to take what's yours, Jiao Bao Yu, and seize my opportunity once again. Because I'm going to survive no matter what. If you insist on drinking that poison chalice, then we have no choice. Wang Qingshan summoned her trembling feet, weapon in hand. Okay, if that's what you'd like to do. I beheld 2 different eyes. One of Hong Lu's was willing to let the flow carry him away, and the other Lin Dai Yu, swelling with the kaleidoscope of emotions. Right. What's this gonna be? Jesus. Evil Possessed Deathrite Monk. That is a hell of a name.
하던 대로 해보십시오.
Huh. Okay. Okay. Okay, so another unbreakable attack that we can survive. What sort of shield? Oh, I've got passes on this. So better than even HP, 20 units, saves 10 SP from highest to heal's own SP. Talisman. If the attack damage brings half or less, nullify that damage in the turn, then move on the rearmost of the position of the substitution order. Oh, they retreat when they're on half HP. More dead enemies this turn than there are waiting substitution counter's effect does not activate. Okay. Interesting. So we're going to need to kill everyone, is what I'm getting from that. Yeah, okay.
왜? 뭐?
Oh god. Favored, neutral, oh no. Favored. Favored. Favored.
행동을 개시합니다.
Oh no, they're negative coin enemies. No. You can't do this to me. Right. There's no real point attacking them, is there? Because we're going to need to kill everyone else first. Right. Why is it saying new? Is that just observation logs? No. What's new? Oh, new skills, right. Favored, neutral, uh-oh. Let's do this, actually, because that... Oh, only favored, right, okay. This is... It's probably best to use... Faust, then? No, Faust isn't being attacked by anyone. Right. It is time to use some of our ego resources, though, absolutely. Who's this targeting? Doesn't matter, I can... I don't want to use this. I kind of have to.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
Right. Illusion.
환상의 세계로 들어가 보죠.
Okay. A little bit of damage to everyone. One of the worst egos in the game. Oh, staggered. Okay. Oh, so we didn't need to use Roshu's thing. Okay. Was Roshu's thing on a different person? No, it was on them. Whoops. They're taking 0 damage. Yeah, okay. End of turn then. Heart of Evil. What does that mean? Oh no. Let's do that then. You. It scares me greatly that I'm getting struggling against everyone, to be honest. Oh, David on that. Right. Please win the clashes. Okay, so we just need to kill them all and get through. I mean, that is generally how most fights go, yeah. Now that the other person's out of the equation though, if they continue to win fights, they won't have their sanity leached, which won't cause them to become really deadly for us. Provided we kill them at a decent rate, they will continue to lose clashes. Great, perfect stagger. Oh wow, really great stagger. Bounce. Struggling, favored against them, that's perfect. I'll take this because he will heal his SP from it. Dominating. That's overkill, is this underkill? No, that's fine. I can't guarantee that he's going to hit it. It's better to do that. And then we target this one because they've got some bad statuses on them. Great.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
We just have to go slowly but surely and kill everyone here. And try not to use as much of our ego resources we've been using so far. You've got to be... You really had to fail both of those... Right, okay. Well done, Yusan. And these unbreakable? No unbreakable coins? Great. Okay. That really annoys me, actually. Hold on. That's good. Really hope... Well, I mean, thankfully I want more SP anyway. And then let's...
행동을 개시합니다.
Stack on them, brilliant. Ego? Who was using an ego?
환상의 세계로
Me?
들어가 보죠.
I'm using egos.
기다려. 아직 안 끝났어.
Oh, so close.
저치는 낙역하오.
Wow, we are utterly smoking them. Is this something gonna hit too? Did we accidentally kill one of the people it was targeting?
파우스트가 알아요.
Oh, we did. That's funny.
창의적인 발상.
What do you mean, what a creative decision? We killed someone.
그래도
You equipped Honlu and another ego. Yeah, by accident. I don't understand why I did. I was probably just going through and equipping it to everyone, and I accidentally equipped it to Honglu as well. I'm not going to use it, obviously. What's this? It doesn't matter what that is. I'm going to kill it regardless.
명령대로 하겠습니다.
Yeah, I didn't mean to do it. I'm just not going to use it. I think that's a fair compromise. It's not like I can undo it now. I'm in the middle of the thing.
목적이 있었지.
Remove from the corrosion situation. Yeah, okay. That's actually a fair point you raise. I would remove it now if I could. I just can't, really. Considering we're in the middle of a fight. We'll be at a rest stop after this, so we can change it then. Stagger? No, stagger.
왜 죄다
Right.
족상이지?
That's almost everyone. Surely. 4 out of 10. Is that 4 out of 10 left? Or is that 4 out of 10 killed? I'm not sure, because one of those is far better than another.
해보기는 할게요.
Killed. Okay.
안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
That's fine. They're all getting close to being killed. Oh, one of them... The reason why they healed was because they sacrificed one of the smaller ones. That makes sense. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. That's annoying. That's very annoying. What happened to favored, eh? Oh wait, no, favored doesn't mean success. Sacrificed another. That's why it's an empty slot. The wicked Deathrite monks keep entering the fight and getting sacrificed to keep the other ones alive. That's actually very funny. Let's use another one of them. Favored, favored, favored. Back in that one.
먼저 간다.
재밌는
Right,
순간이에요.
one staggered. Great. More
모든
SP healing.
결과들은 파우스트가 알아요.
Oh, a stagger. Oh no. A little bit of damage. Whatever shall I do?
순조로운 전략입니다.
Another stagger. Brilliant. Can we kill her? No. Close to. They're only gonna heal. Oh, and they're back. Right, cool. Favored. Struggling. Why are we struggling there? You know what, actually? Yiseng's ego is really good to use here, because that means that they'll be powered down for the rest of the thing, so they should be easy to kill. Who are these targeting? Ryoshu here. Faust here. Faust we can just use. Not one of these. I'll need to make sure to use more gluttony attacks, but that's
명령대로
fine.
하겠습니다.
I could probably just grind some ego resources later if need be. There's more than enough fights in this node so far. Right. Oh wow, yeah, no, we absolutely would have lost that clash otherwise. Now we
모든
kill another one.
결과들은 파우스트가 알아요.
Yep, great. Oh no, a small amount of damage. Whatever shall I do?
위에서 당신을 관리자로 정한 데에는 합당한 이유가 있겠지. 기대하고 있겠습니다.
I dislike the fact that I can't seem to clash with anyone. But still. Yeah, let's just keep ego resource using. Dominating on there, great. Yeah, screw it, why not? We've got enough ego resources to burn, really.
명령대로 하겠습니다.
Now playing the game like Kim Ji-hoon intended to play. I mean, oh no, I'm not overclocking the egos, of course, because I can't overclock the base ego.
환상의 세계로 들어가 보죠.
Oh, that's annoying. Oh, that's very annoying. Oh. Okay. Fuck me then.
상정웨이의 공격이었으니 이것까지 당신 탓을 할 순 없겠고.
나의 손으로 잘라낼 수 있다면.
Who's that bringing? That brings in Ishmael. Yeah, no, Ishmael is worse than ever. That was a dominating clash. How did you lose that? Like, that's impressive levels of incompetence to lose a dominating clash.
반드시 되찾을 거다.
Right.
모든 결과들은 파우스트가 알아요.
수감자를 고기 조각으로 만들어 봐야 당신만 괴로울 텐데. 시계를 돌리는
More ego
일이
usage.
익숙해진 것 아닙니까?
Apparently I can't clash with any of these attacks normally. That's got to deal enough to kill. No, maybe not, I suppose. Not that one. Right.
곡들을 제거하겠소. 이상이 무엇이라 생각하시오?
Please don't lose that clash. Sinclair, you're so close to... There we are, right. They're gonna run out of SP to seal, like, from allies.
내가 찾은
At this
나만의
rate.
항해 방식.
It's quite a cool, team up, honestly. You have one ID that steals SP from all the others to keep them at really low SP. Like, conceptually, that's quite a cool gimmick.
들어가 보죠.
I imagine it entirely falls apart when you've got somebody that does, like, sinking, but still. You've got to be kidding me. The person with 4 HP left can stagger one of my sinners. It's so annoying. Does the fight end when they hit 0? The encounter ends. Right.
수감자를 무방비하게 만들지 마십시오.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
No real point wasting time.
폭의 거울은
Right.
깨졌어.
Brilliant. We took Wang Qingshang's remaining coins.
개수는 얼마 되지 않지만
Well, that's not a lot of coins, but hey, it's still... If I fail here miserably, having accomplished nothing, they might kill me when I get home. I have to do something anything to be a proud sister to my little siblings. Come on, let's leave her and keep moving. It's not like getting eliminated is an instant death sentence. You don't understand, Jabba, you've done nothing but watch all your life as this fight defined our entire lives. No, I don't understand, and I never will. I'd reply she shambled out into the hallways weeping. Was that passivity and talk about getting angry wasn't because you're a nice guy, huh? You're more difficult than I thought, Hongwei. Am I? It's getting more and more likely we'll be running into the Canto as the space around us shrinks. Yeah, and it's another thing, it's getting clearer every second the biggest threat to us now continues to be Jiachu. Let's hope we never run into that guy. Oh, so that's it, huh? We have a 12th elimination! Yeah, then all the mediocre candidates must have been eliminated by now, the remaining one's gotta be a tough bunch. Anyways, there suddenly are a lot of posters around the lab here. They're gonna present the research to the public, eh? Yes, they were. typical. I guess researchers can't help showing off their achievements, huh? Well, too bad the supers and the claws told her everything, even the posters. Hang on a minute, why are these posters untouched?
그들은
They did not destroy the posters.
묵은기와 조금이라도
Once they put to task, they're extremely thorough with erasing any evidence of the taboo ever having existed. But the fact that these posters remain
포스터에서
would lead to the
홍보하는
conclusion the experiment advertising these posters is an entirely different one from the experiment that
묵은기와
broke
전혀
through.
상관.
Well then, how?
단순합니다.
Simple.
이 실험은
This experiment is unrelated to the annihilation of the Kong family.
가모라는
Then this
사람은
Jiamu must have prepared an entirely separate experiment using the Kong family support and escape plan just for herself too. I remember those posters, how excited everyone was the closer we got to the presentation. Balsas made by the Kong family always performed beyond everyone's expectations after all. Venerable Jiamu, may I ask why you continue to bring young Master Bao Yu to this place? I don't think he's even old enough to understand what these experiments were for, not to mention it must be quite troublesome for you. Yes, a question with an obvious answer. This experiment will define the destiny of Hong Yuan itself. It's only right that jaded Da Guanyan is here to witness such a great undertaking. I see. Now that I'm looking at young Master Bao Yu, he's not much of a smiler, is he? He'd look much better with a smile on his face. He's the precious jade of the family, after all. His existence itself is precious. The jade shall shine when the time is right. In the meantime, draw your focus entirely to the experiment. I see what you mean. Not this experiment, but the experiment. That reminds me, we don't really have much time. See, every clan of the Kong family is quite excited about the announcement. Yes, indeed. The time is nigh. The time is nigh indeed. Right. 4 coins. 1/8 deployed identities. Those defeated gain 2 post-penalty, 2 post-camp. Each unit gains +1 offense for every 1 enemy is defeated after attack timing. That's interesting. So we want Honglu to get kills. Nothing left. That's quite interesting. Okay, the end of the game is nigh. The stage shrinks again. Looks like today's cardio day for everyone, eh? It shrinks and now it's crowd the contestants are floor below to the basements. Things are really going to get interesting from here on out, so don't take your eyes off the spectacle. This place looks even more deserted than the upstairs. It's like just another lab, but I wonder what they did down here. Notable difference is there's nothing left here. It's a correct observation. This is where it must have begun. Everything was connected to the debut. The number of remaining candidates is still shrinking. We need only connect the coins. Do not lose sight of the mission, no matter what. Otis gave a consistent, constant stream of encouragement as we move from room to room. What philosophical conversation are we having currently? Nothing for now. Just playing through the Canto. Okay, now that I have the time, let me quickly just get the hell out of here. Right. Wow, that's rather ominous. So these do nothing. Interesting. Into the earth of sin. No wisdom nor virtue can change the past and the future, and human connections and fate make strangers of neighbors. Welcome, candidates. Congratulations on making it to the basement. Do you know there are far more opportunities down here to collect those coins that you want all? In fact, there are so many opportunities. There's one right under your feet in that hole. Who will dare make the task ascent to claim the coins? Hole leads into the bitchback darkness of the building ruins. We don't need to go down there to know that's probably a pretty risky trek. We do need the coins, but this might be too big a risk to take. What if we get injured or, even worse, killed? What should we do? Jump in! Fuck it, we all. Hey, you're not going to be able to hear, although I hope you have a nice time answering questions. Thank you. Every single going to come in second place. It looks dangerous, but we have to take the risk. Oh! Uh-oh. Win the clash. Fuck. Oh! Right. Whoopsie daisy. I probably could have done that. I just got greedy and tried to do it without going into any fights, but oh well. Because Heathcliff could have easily done that if I'd given him enough sanity. Wait, no, I need 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, no, 9, 10, 11.
이게 최선이겠죠?
So power check. It's not that hard, to be honest. The only reason it was hard was because I was at 0 sanity. He nearly succeeded in the check. Sure, it would have been a 25% chance to succeed, but it wasn't that bad. It was, fittingly enough, it was my greed that got the better of me. Let's put you on that.
금방 다녀올게.
But yeah, knowing what I do now, I would have gone into a fight first. Because if you go into a fight first, then you can get the SP up from it, and then it's
그간의
easy.
전투 경험이 쓸모가 없진 않았군요. 단테. 적합한 조치였습니다.
Manage on canvas it? I don't think it was that bad, honestly. A good ID doesn't necessarily mean they'll be good at passing a check.
지금이 기회입니다.
그래, 그렇게 시원하게 처리하니 보는 맛이 나는군. 일 처리는
I think in all fairness, Backcliff does... not Backcliff.
방법이지.
Heathcliff does actually clash pretty high, to be honest.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
Yeah, well. Oh well. What's done is done. I imagine it would have been problematic for you if you sent Managed On in there and then Managed On just instantly exploded.
좋은 전략입니다.
At least with the base IDs, when one of them dies, it's just sort of, you know, an average occurrence. They tend to die a lot. You might have noticed.
결과죠.
그 부위가 제일 거치적거릴 것이라는 걸 알고 나섰나, 파우스트 씨.
명령대로 하겠습니다.
Hopefully you can stagger that thing before it does anything.
좋은 전략입니다.
Okay, we win the clash. That's fine. Stack it now. Brilliant. And now it's dead.
골치 아픈
예술이
것들이
뭔지 보여주세요.
거기
아바이.
조각이 되었군요, 단테. 나쁘지 않군요.
Okay, let's make a note. Don't be greedy here. That probably should have been obvious in the entire thing about greed being people's downfall, but don't be greedy.
하라고? 나? 뭐 최선은 다.
We found more of the condemned of Hong Yuan in this room, who were in a similar state as the ones above, draped around their necks with more coins. Forgive us, forgive us, forgive us. Bloody lunatics came out to shite and deviants to consume. They're all fucked in the head, all of them. Poor people are all barely conscious. These terrible markings on the wall tell a tragic tale of those who desperately desired to escape here. These prisoners have been experimented on like pawns in a game, no, even experimenting on humans at all. It's so very common in the city. We don't need to look very far, do we? The same thing happened at your manor. I detest the behavior to pull on coins by bringing harm. They harbour us no ill will when they attack us, they're all merely... Don Quixote did not finish the sentence, we all knew what she wanted to say. These prisoners aren't monsters, distortions, or even abnormalities, they're just people, exploited and experimented on by the great houses. Don Quixote now knows the world is not as black and white she used to think, but I doubt she could simply sign away from all this injustice without leaving a bad taste in her mouth. How could she when the prisoners were all treated like nothing but entertainment? The spectators watching from so high up? When all this was just to select the family higher up? Forgive us, forgive us. Right. Time to kill them. Nice argument, however, win rate.
정한 데에는 합당한 이유가 있겠지. 기대하고 있겠습니다, 단테.
Nice story you got there. Shame I've got a win rate button.
나라도 그렇게 했을 테지.
And any damage we really take does just get healed straight away. Practically.
겨우 이 정도야?
Right. Staggers. I wonder if it is actually possible to win the family hierarch thing if you get enough coins. I mean, it wouldn't be, obviously, but still.
씨알도 안 먹히는 방식으로 싸워놓고 해실거리면 상황이 다
금방
좋게
다녀올게.
좋게
Utterly disrupt the story if you could.
수감자.
Or at least, if you could and it was contingent on what you did in the dungeon.
아름답진 않네.
골치 아픈 것들이
Getting any sort of coin up on that attack would be
안
brilliant.
되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
You deal an insane amount of damage.
재밌는 순간이에요.
Right, anyway. There we go.
좋은 전략입니다.
그래 그렇게 시원하게 처리하니
Right.
보는 맛이 나는군. 일 처리는 빠르게 하는 편이 덜.
Forgive us. I am scared, please. I'm begging you, please stop, no more. Grandma, what's that sound? Why are these people crying? Why are they screaming? What about you? Let me tell you a story of the olden times. Many years ago, the Shi family used to reign over all this land. Other families could hardly hold Canto to us, let alone meet us eye to eye. On days when my grandfather disgraced Daguan Yuan with his presence, no Palanquins dared to move, and every servant in the house served him and only him, exalting his very path. His words were absolute. He shaped the very landscape upon Yuan with his every command. What a travesty is that they dare to presume what they have afforded me is generosity and compassion. How is subject 4 responding? Hematosis and severe internal organ damage has been observed. Its skin layers are entering status 17 as well. Mixed reagents 3 and 8 at a 50-50 ratio. Dehydrate for 1 earthly branch out and inject into subject 2. Do not forget to shuffle the ingredient labels randomly before numbering them. Understood, Venerable Jamu. It's trying to create the 13th round of the H4. Can hardly wait to see the results. Yeah, so they're blindfolded so they don't get taken out by the taboo ruling, presumably. Now close the lids on all reagents. Oh, now undo the blindfolds. Open your eyes, little value. But they're crying, like they're in so much pain. Yes, they are, which is why you must open your eyes. Forgive us, Grandma, I'm scared. I don't want to see this. You're hurting them. Don't worry, little value, for they cannot bring you harm. They are things condemned to an eternity of pain. Whether you're afraid, whether you're sad, they will continue to suffer. So you must continue to witness and chart. Be sure to get a good look at them all. But I don't want to. I was going to go out to Dayu and to Han and play. A gem is useful only when it sits and glimmers wildlessly in its place. Nothing more. That is the worth inherited in its existence. We'll be visiting here more often than now on, so familiarize yourself. Young Master, did something happen? You look so pale. You said you're going kiting with Miss Dayu and young Master Jiahen fun today, right? Did Miss Dayu's kite snap your string? Jiren, I saw something so horrible in there. There were people in pain, people crying. They kept crying for help, but no one would help them, and they only hurt them more. What are you talking about, young Master? What people? Where? At the lab where Grandma brings me. I thought she was going to assist a Kong family creation of a bolus. Why would... I don't know, said they're going to make a new Heishua, but I didn't get to see any experience because they were putting something in my eyes and they made me watch people cry. How could they? Young Master, have you shared this with anyone else? Just you, Jiren, why? You mustn't speak about this with anyone else, do you understand? Why? But I'm so scared. I don't want to go there anymore. Young Master, I'll see if there's anything I can do to help, anything. So please, hold on just a little longer. Thinking back to it now, I think Jiren was just as scared and lost as I was. I should have known that telling her wouldn't have changed anything. Too bad I didn't. But Jiren now. The Jiren in his memory is nothing like the Jiren we saw just a few hours ago. Wrongly called it erosion. She no longer worried so much about me, more than I did for myself, and when all the worry and anxiety came too much, I guess she decided not to feel anything at all. Because she would fit much better in Daguan Yuan as she is now. I miss the old Jiren. But it seems I am alone in that sentiment. It's a 13-day Schwa. Must have been Jamu's real experiment. Yes, she told me the experiment was part of a sleight of hand. She's crafted 2 different boluses at once, huh? No one in Daguan Yuan is well versed in crafting boluses as her grandmother is. The recipe's boluses to create the whole Schwa are really complicated and well guarded to the point where no outsider ever learns their recipe. Even expertise, even the support of the Kong family, for a new branch of the Heishua pack was an entirely different matter. This brings us further to, it really was the 13th branch of the Heishua pack she wanted to create. Because a 13th branch presumably wouldn't call a taboo down upon them. Right. Just suddenly got a really itchy nose for some reason. Right. We want to go here then to the next one immediately, because otherwise we'll lose the sanity we have, which we need to fast check. Right.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면
Back
어쩔
to
수
the win rate.
없지만요.
So what's everyone thinking of the Canto so far? I'm honestly really enjoying it, to be honest. It's definitely not what I'd call difficult. I've had to think for a few fights, but considering I'm using basically the worst team you could physically come up with, I'm worried if the Canto is really easy for everyone else. Like, yeah. I can't imagine this being very difficult if I had a proper team. Like, could you imagine bringing Desi Honglu in here? With the coin mechanics, you'd be insane. You'd deal so much more damage.
금방 다녀올게.
Things would just flat out melt. Right. Yeah, nearly there. Yeah, I do think Lotus was the correct pick here. Because it does just mean we don't have to care at all about the damage we take. Damage might be better if you've got an actual, you know, damaging team, but healing is by far the better one for us. I might, if I replay this with my casual team, which I mean, if this is a few hours long, I might not. I might go for trying to deal as much damage as possible. Just for the sake of it. Because, you know, why not? How many coins are in now? 31. What's the rankings looking like? 60! Right, okay. When trying to find the condemned of Hong Yuan bound to a wall, in front of him are several punitive weapons like whips and batons. The man is before you as a primitive H Corp. He is a condemned who has committed a grave crime. Punish the condemned candidates and you'll be rewarded with coins. What should we do? I love money. Since I punish him anyway. Good soldiers follow orders. Look at that. Anyway, oh god. It swings a weapon with all their might. Some citizens place their hands over their side to block out the prisoner's pain, sobbing. Wonderfully done. That's what I call a proper punishment. Here's an extra coin for you. I pick up the coin, but Otis doesn't seem very happy about it. Maybe Sinner has done no wrong, yet this is no justice. Yeah, this doesn't feel good at all.
훌륭한 작전 덕분에 승리했을 뿐입니다.
Oh, Heathcliff lost 10 SP, did he? I wonder how Heathcliff lost 10 SP. This prison's done a very serious crime. He deserves more punishment. More. Are you ready? Are you ready, kids? Oh, fuck. Right. Is it literally impossible for me to pass this check? Oh. Who do I not get? Maso. Yeah, I don't know how you're supposed to succeed that one, but still. I'm assuming you can get more coins if you do. Maybe the money was definitely worth it. What are you talking about? We lost 5 SP on Otis. The only person in this entire thing who matters. Right, okay, let's go here and then we can go back and we can get more SP off of this fight. Right. 7. Then we want to go 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
흥미로운 일이 벌어지면 좋겠어요.
You can with a better ID. Ah, okay, fair enough. You know, money was definitely worth it though.
이 기회에 평소 지휘 실력을 확인해 보죠, 단테.
Like, because now our SP is reduced to nothing anyway. It was literally only a net positive for us.
해보기는 할게요.
The coins actually make a difference. You get 0.5 damage for Hong Lu for each coin you collect, so... I mean, damage is damage.
씨알도 안 먹히는 방식으로 싸워놓고
I'm not going to turn down free damage when I see it.
상황이 다 좋게 좋게 넘어가나 6번 수감자.
I get the feeling I may be running out of time soon, so we'll see how hard this next boss is and then maybe call it a day until tomorrow. And when tomorrow we should be able to easily finish off. Well, provided the boss of this Canto isn't horrific, we should be able to finish this off pretty quickly.
수감자들로 효율적인 마무리를 명령하시겠지요, 단테.
해보겠습니다.
Oh, for... Yeah, okay. Thank you, Sinclair. Yeah, I mean, I want to collect all the coins I can, because why not? I like shiny things. Okay, we've won that then. Brilliant. Stagger, wow, great.
전투 감각 하나만큼은
Oh.
수감자가 되어도 훌륭하긴 하군. 이제 그 도통 알아들을 수 없는 말투만 고치면 딱 좋겠어.
Great, one kill there.
그래, 그렇게
no,
시원하게
stagger.
처리하니 보는 맛이 나는군. 일 처리는 빠르게 하는 편이
That's
덜 답답한
not gonna kill?
법이지.
That'll kill. Then we...
행동을 개시합니다.
저치는 낙엽하오.
그간의 전투 경험이 쓸모가 없진 않았군요, 단테.
좋은 전략입니다.
적합한 조치였습니다.
Great, okay.
해냈어요.
Actually, you know, I might save the boss for next time.
우선순위를 잘 분별해서 잘라냈길 기대하겠습니다.
Yeah, I'll save the boss for next time. Let's go back to the window. Great. Quickly go that. Right. I'll see all of you tomorrow.